A nice nap.
I think it's all the goddamn caffeine I had to drink on the way home, so I didn't pass out while driving that 150 miles.
You made it quick though, man, because it's 9 o'clock now, and you
The
were
speed
on.
limit is a suggestion.
Yeah, as long as you're willing to pay the fines for breaking that suggestion. Yeah,
I usually just hit the put my I just usually do cruise at like 82.
He bought the whole speedometer, so he has to use it.
Yeah. And it is a Dodge Hemi, so it can move, even though it is a truck.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only problem with the Dodge Hemi is that you're going to spend half of your paycheck in gas.
That's okay.
Vehicle. It's a company vehicle, so I don't have to pay for shit.
Oh, well, that's even better. God damn, you get the power and the privilege.
And I just got it back because they had to rebuild the engine. It's a distinct possibility. They hate working on our trucks because we had up until recently we only had Dodges, and they hate Dodges for some reason.
So
by the way,
last. Oh, go ahead.
Glyph, your new crewmate, I don't see a picture on him for his mini to be made.
Oh.
Just gonna throw that out there real quick.
Sorry, it's been kind of a hectic week. My grandfather was hit by a car. So
he kind of went through the windshield. It was a serious hit.
Well, no, he didn't go through the windshield. He was hit from behind.
Okay,
and totaled a fucking car.
Yeah.
That's badass grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. So I kind of forgot about that. I can pull one up if you would like.
Yeah, just go ahead and slap one on your character. That way I can make a mini for you on the map.
Yeah. And then you can find a better one later.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, I'll make a picture of a hot dog, and that'll be your character until we find something better.
That'd be
we'll
pretty
call
funny.
you Mr. Weenie. You'll be called henceforth Mr. Weenie.
Mr. Weird.
Oh, we have map.
Is it the right map, though? Let's find out.
No, it's not.
Nope, it's not the right map. It's just the map.
It doesn't have all of our scribbles.
There's the map.
All right, I don't remember how to put a little funny picture on my my little symbol here, but that's the least of my worries right now. I know you guys explained it once, but I'm dumb. I'm old.
We will figure it out because I have no fucking clue either.
So what you do is you pull up your character sheet.
Uh-huh.
And you click the tab called Bio and Info.
Uh-huh.
And
edit.
And you'll see a drop a file of your art library or computer in the click to upload. And then there's one underneath that as well that says default token.
Yeah.
That way you can have a little mini to play around with. That's a pretty gruesome picture. As yes, I'm peeking over your shoulder right now.
That's okay.
Kind of creepy, but okay.
I mean, I'm dead, so, you know.
Then we have kind of two necromancers on the ship.
Speaking of being dead, may I ask what you are and what you do?
I'm an ogre, and...
It's ogrin.
Grammar, please. And hold up, this is my. I have not played D&D since I was in a different fucking country. So this is, my brain is definitely on overdrive.
Kids are just full of excuses nowadays.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my bad.
Well, plus the culture shock of American D&D versus foreign D&D.
Oh yes.
The language
was-
gap alone.
Well, no, we played in English, thank God.
He was in Norway. It doesn't count.
Excuse me.
Oh God.
They still
Yeah, because Norwegian is the most fucked up language in the world.
trust me. I'm aware. I'm trying to learn it.
Why?
Because I want to move there. It's a better country.
His grandfather is Norwegian, and so yeah.
I
Okay,
think the
so-
appropriate answer is what's her name?
Yeah.
No, actually, I had someone there, and then she was a bitch and broke up with me on Christmas. So,
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Slightly
you know.
different note, but when I was in basic, we had one guy. He, a week before we graduated, his girlfriend broke up with him,
He
and then she found out he was being shipped off to Germany, and then she wanted to get back with him, and his response was, "Fuck you, bitch! I'm going to Germany."
Yep,
Mhm.
that's all right.
The guy
Okay,
was
so
dumb as a doornail, but still smart enough for that.
How does he upload the?
did I not
Picture.
upload it? Did it not work?
That's James.
No, it looks like it worked.
Okay,
I'm
it
making
hasn't
the
updated for
token-
me.
I'm making the token for you right now. Anytime you
Oh.
do something in Roll20, you do want to refresh the page if you
Yeah,
want
that's
to see
right.
what changes you made.
Okay.
Right.
And I'll really quickly pop over to this map. And if you look down at the very bottom, you should be able to see your token. And you should be able to move around your token.
Hold up. I have to go grab my mouse.
Okay, so you're an Ogren. What type of Ogren? There's no way he's got the right level. He's got to have more hit points than that.
I'm level 4 if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's. I mean, because it's. What's your constitution? Like -5?
Constitution is
+1.
Wow.
Okay, so
he's
I
not a
helped him
tank.
make this, so I'm.
He's not the tank. That's obviously he's not the tank thing.
Let the barbarian take the beating, you know.
Yeah, when the Warcaster has the same constitution as the Ogren.
I mean, aren't I supposed to be on the fucking ship shooting cannons?
Yes, but you have a spellcaster that has more hit points than you.
Oh, fuck you. This is the second time I've played this fucking game.
No, it's fine.
And I don't even remember what I played last time.
And you're supposed to bring the cannon with you.
Yes.
Well, I can do that, technically.
Okay.
Yes, Ogren have a special gun.
He's strong
It's a
enough to
mini
bring a
cannon.
cannon with him.
Okay, so
So-
what's your strength at least?
Strength is 16 plus 3.
That'd be 19.
That'd be 19.
No,
Well,
16.
the modifier.
The
The
modifier.
modifier is 3.
Oh,
Okay,
the
so at
modifier.
least he's stronger than than one of the spellcasters.
One of them?
Yeah, my strength is 8.
Okay, well, that's not difficult to be higher than.
No.
In,
But-
in his defense, the captain is intangible most of the time.
He's a
Yeah.
ghost.
Well,
So-
okay. You don't really
That's-
need to be. Yeah.
That's how I get away with 19 hit points.
And
Uh-huh.
I'm basically a skeleton with skin. So
And some clothes, thank God.
You need clothes. Clothes
And
are
the-
optional.
I
the
do have this.
steampunk
Yeah,
armor.
I got the steampunk armor,
Yeah.
which I forgot had shields last time and got killed.
hmm
So
Well,
Oh,
Yeah,
last,
it was a white time.
I might have
Last-
died anyways, but
To a
no, last
bush.
time Jim cheated, he used a plant.
yeah, he
Yeah.
used a plant on us.
For once, a random
Well-
encounter that the captain couldn't scare away from everyone.
Well, not only that, but we had one guy that had mic issues at the beginning of the game. One guy that had internet issues at the beginning of the battle. The mic guy came back, and then somebody had to dip. So, yeah,
I don't know where I was.
Girl problems.
you
Oh,
were
that was
dipped. You
right.
were girl
Girl
problems.
We had that was a lovely night.
So I don't have a map here, or a ship or anything.
Nope,
You
you
don't
got
have a
the
map?
minis. So I figured since it is Ryan's first time, and finally our Necro Stitcher decided we needed to promote another crew member from a thrall to an actual intelligent undead. And Ryan comes bouncing from below deck. And now that you're on the ship, which is, this horrible sight for the 3 living members of the crew and the Cirrus that's still hanging out with you guys, she is basically a very smexy, mystic satyr chick. So for Glyph, go ahead and everybody describe who their characters are. And I'll say totally start with our Bosun.
Oh, okay. My character's name is Marduck. He is a Warcaster, which is kind of like a warlock, a little different. He's a Skarlock, which is it's an undead, kind of like a resurrected skeleton, but he does have some skin, flesh, and bone, just not much. There's like 3 whole pictures on the internet of these things. So, he's also a necromancer, and he is making Skippy, which would be a giant.
The weird kraken thing that I've heard about.
No, Skippy would be the Helljack or Bonejack.
That he's been slowly building on the deck of the ship.
But I thought it was going to be like the size of a kraken. You said.
No, it's a Kraken class.
Oh, kraken class. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are like 10 feet tall, but yeah.
So he's going to be taller than everyone on the ship.
And it's going to have, billowing smoke coming out of it.
Yeah.
Green ichor and bone showing through the metal.
Yeah, I just haven't figured out what type of weapons I'm going to put on it yet.
It's totally going to look like an album cover.
Probably.
Absolutely.
A Megadeth album
If it doesn't
cover.
look like it came from Megadeth, it's not Necrotech.
No, it's a Leviathan class. That's what it was.
Because you wanted to make sure it wouldn't die if it hit the water.
Yeah.
And
Even though they
Bontibia.
can't swim,
I
so they
think
got to walk on the
Timmy
ground.
just left. Oh, there.
Bontibia, are you back?
He's still in Skype, so.
Kind of.
Okay, then we'll skip until Lily is back. Okay, so Mag, our master gunner, is no longer with us. He must have been left on the island. That's what I'm thinking. Organ Ramsey, our cook.
Yeah,
For
I'm the
3
ship's
whole
cook.
living people.
Yeah. But I am Deathbound. Kind of like, so I'm dead.
Yeah.
And I am the Barbarian. I basically are tank right now because I have lots of hit points. And I can bite people and get more hit points because as the ship cooks, I gotta taste everything that I might serve, even though everyone's dead and doesn't need to eat.
Hey, we can physically eat.
Yeah, that's what I do. I am a blood gorger, so I can eat people.
Sweet.
Okay, let me see if
I mean, just because you can't enjoy the taste doesn't mean you don't enjoy the act.
Right?
Exactly.
So that's why I love. So I mostly bite people and stare at them because I can do that underwater without penalty.
I don't know why you guys are considering him the tank. My hit points are really phenomenal, and I've got armor. He's naked.
But he also takes
True.
half damage when raging.
Yeah.
From most
Oh,
stuff.
that's true. Yeah. Okay.
And that whole biting things and getting hit points back thing.
That's true. That is a
That
nice.
does make
added
him
bonus.
very tanky. That does make
Yeah.
someone very tanky. Lifesteal is great.
And also, you don't clip crabs to you for fun.
Oh yeah, I do have a crab. What did we
I was
name the
gonna say,
crab?
don't forget Krabby.
I remember I remember
Uh,
hearing about this.
Yeah, Closton McPinchy, the kitchen nightmare, the crab I adopted
Yes.
when it got stuck on me while we were escaping from getting treasure.
Jesus.
Now become a mascot.
So Skippy will be 10 foot 5 inches and 1,400 pounds.
Nice. Okay. By the way, the map. I refreshed my my Roll20, and the map is no longer
Yep.
here
No,
for
it's a
me.
picture.
Yep,
a
pulled
picture.
Okay.
I pulled up the picture that's got the minis down below, so that way Ryan
Okay.
can make sure he can move
Yeah.
his mini.
Yep.
Got it. Thank you. Sorry.
And Bone Tibia, are you
I'm
back?
A little slow on the update.
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I've been figuring out.
Give Ryan a quick description of Bone Tibia.
Bontiba is the she's a ship doctor. She is not an actual trained medical practitioner. She was trained in the art of reading people's guts by the tiefling equivalents of this world. I can't remember their names off my head. So she's a member of that race. She decided she wanted to investigate medics some more, and unfortunately got roped into being dead instead. And she is helping the crew as a part of her grander scheme of like getting revenge on the did this bullshit to her. She can stitch you back together. She's not necessarily a healer per se.
Yeah, we don't really have a healer, but we can put you back together.
But
Mostly.
she has a mean whip stitch.
Yep.
She could stitch on other parts too, just for funsies, if you piss her off.
I tend to sit in the crowd slot and shoot people.
As you wake up and go, what is this stitch in the place of my nose?
Mm-hmm. It's another arm.
Hey, that could be helpful.
But she is really good at shooting people.
Yeah.
And what about
And making
Sweetum?
dead bodies.
Sweetums!
Yeah. I am a Shroud Knight fighter troll, dead or undead. Like I said, Will has a lot of hit points. I got 45 hit points and armor class is 16, so I'm pretty tough. I just hit things. I'm a pretty basic creature. I go with the flow and hit things.
And he's being modest and not admitting about the bile cannon he now sports.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. He's told me, he's gushed about it.
He's gushed about it.
So does the weapon.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time I get happy, it gushes. Sorry.
And then last but not least, the terror of the Tempest, the captain.
I am the terror of the tempest, the spirit in the storm, the haunt of the harbor. When sailors tell stories of strange encounters on the high sea, it be me they be talking about. I'm a sorcerer Spector. I'm mostly incorporeal and scary as shit to the living. I'm the captain of the ship, but I've been the pirate life for about 150 years or so, and I'm getting too old for this shit.
Aren't you dead?
Yeah.
So you don't get too old.
No, but I get bored, and I don't want to be a pirate, but I'm bound currently to this vessel and in the service of the Iron Dukes, and so, but we've got a plan to free not just me, but the entire crew.
I remember that. I remember hearing something about this. I kind of know the lore of things slightly.
Well, you could have listened to all our previous adventures.
Yeah.
So, Glyph, I notice on your character sheet you have your locus, but what is your locus?
English, locus.
On your character sheet, on the bottom right-hand side, your abilities, you have locus, which is you are bound to a person or object from your past, or a vessel of your choice. Your locus binds you to the physical world. If your locus is killed or destroyed, you are permanently destroyed. By the way, many of your crew have the ship as their locus. So what it means is if they die, they respawn on the ship, which is a great thing to do.
Yeah. And I got to be put back together, damn it.
So I have a question about that. If we get a new ship, we still kind of have to tow around this tiny little one that we're on currently, right?
We can transfer your locus time around.
You can rebind every couple of levels, or pick an additional thing, which is nice too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we can just do the ship for me. That works.
So that's just a good reminder of don't let the ship get destroyed, because if it does, you're all permanently destroyed.
Yeah.
All right.
Except for me, I'll be stuck at the bottom of the ocean for
eternity.
How many years again? Yes, it's happened before.
Another 200-day march across country.
There's a reason he's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was just the player.
Both.
I had to come up with a reason why he was insane too. Just because I played with explosives for fun when I was in the army doesn't mean I'm insane.
I feel like every person in the army did that.
No, I was a combat engineer. I was literally my job.
Yep.
Well, then you didn't do it for fun.
Oh yeah, we did that too.
You did. You got paid for it.
Yes. A shitty amount, but I got paid for it. Yes.
That comes down to unlimited access. So for Glyph, where your guys are sailing on the seas with your crew, what do they know about you already? Is there anything?
Not really. I mean, I used to be a Marine.
Hey, did you guys bring one of those guard Marines over to the ship to use for later?
I was going to say, how fresh are you?
Well, I'm dead, so like...
Yes, but how dead? Mostly dead.
Well, from the picture, I'm pretty rotten. I look pretty gross. I'm not even gonna lie.
What type of undead are you?
Revenant.
Okay.
You know, this thing looks ugly as shit.
Yeah, well.
I've got some guts pulling out of me, you know, I've got a sword sticking out of my side, you know? And I think I've seen some stuff.
Hey,
it's just untidy.
After you've expired, the guts are just taking up vital space, that's all.
Well, yeah, but they also stop swords from going in. So they're like a little extra cushion.
Really.
I see one that got through.
Yeah.
We know who's not on deck swabbing duty. He leaves more on the deck than he picks up.
Yep.
So
it's always
try to keep things relatively clean so that we do not end up infested with
like a tidy ship.
So we left off, you guys found a mysterious island that y'all said screw this shit and left.
It had trees.
I mean, on the plus side, Your Cirrus totally told you that you would find your final death if you went there. So you just heeded her warning and left after the bush monster beat the crap out of all of you. And
Yeah.
worse, it was trying to walk away with some of you.
We're a little slow on the uptake.
A little bit.
I mean, what kind of a tree is immune to lightning, for goodness sakes?
Yeah, no kidding.
It's just
Okay,
dumb.
that's fair.
It wasn't immune to lightning. It healed when you shot it with
But,
lightning.
yeah, that's true.
There's
Yeah.
That's the
a
opposite.
difference.
That's better than immune. That's
And
Oh,
resistant to fire.
Give me some more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just wrong.
Because it was green and moist.
It was an abomination.
You guys realize that we haven't had a problem in battle under the ocean,
Until we hit
but
a
on land, we suck.
That's why we should just
Butts.
stay in the water. Stay in the water. Just don't go on land. Send out the living people to go on land, and they can do
Yeah.
whatever they want on land, and then they can come back
Oh.
and give us information.
Send your
yeah, so-
only 3 living members of the party, and they'll probably die on the
Yeah.
waypoint.
Well,
we can get new ones.
3 crew that are
It was
living,
hard
and
enough
then
getting those 3.
the Cirrus is living too. So we have 4 whole
Yep.
people that are living on the ship.
I don't trust the Cirrus.
What?
Well, you're the one trying to wine and dine her.
Well, yes, because I want her help, but I'm just using her.
I mean, it
Oh.
doesn't. You don't have to. Trust someone if you're banging them. You just have to, exist with them for a few hours and then disappear.
I
He's a
prefer to think
Spector,
of
he
it as
does
that.
possessing.
We got we got some rolls going on here. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that go off, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Good. The nice thing is the weather is nice. You've been sailing for 3-4 days straight. Calm weather, which means just enough to fill the sails, not anything extra. You guys are heading, back to take the long route as a certain somebody was stitching up a decoy corpse for the Cirrus.
Yes. And doing
Black-
a fantastic job.
Blackwater
Yeah.
over here is your end up destination to run into your Lich Lord to give him his Cirrus, dead or alive, because that was the mission. Bring her back
Deadly
in her
dead.
books, dead or alive. If she's dead, he'll totally res her and it'll be fine. She'll just be undead now.
Okay, so how long is it taking us to get back?
So the whole trip is going to be like another 12 days.
Really?
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, so that puts me at my first 5-week mark, so I get to roll. See if I can.
So do any of you have downtime that you're wanting to do?
I'm working on Skippy.
What did I do last time? I did something interesting
Tried
last time.
You tried to do something and failed miserably, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Well,
Well.
that does happen.
You rolled like 2 natural ones and failed to learn something.
Yeah. Well, no, it just adds weeks on. Jim, do you remember what I did last?
I have no
time?
idea what you did last time.
No.
Alright.
yeah, that was a month ago. You expect anybody to remember anything?
At least a month.
Well, 6 weeks actually.
Yeah.
I know I've been trying to charm and convince and persuade the Cirrus to see our side of things and to join the crew wholeheartedly. I think that was carousing.
Yep. Are you going to carouse her some more?
I will carouse the socks off of her.
And are you going to carouse the lower class carousing for 10 gold? The
Oh,
middle
no, upper
for
class.
50, or upper class for 250 gold that you're blowing on her?
I will blow the full 250. She is hopefully worth it.
Captain's bringing in pretty dresses and jewels to put on her. He's not holding back. As you guys bring the dinner table up on deck so she can have fresh air while everyone's just salivating watching her eat.
And I want actual good food.
I can do that.
Hey, let's have crab for dinner.
Oh, too soon, too soon. So, Captain, give me a persuasion check.
Oh, that's my favorite check, I think. Yeah, I love persuasion.
You're a charming sorcerer.
Do I have? I do. I will use my inspiration also.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Natural fucking 20. By the way, Ryan, when you see it in green like that, that means you rolled the highest number on the dice. So,
Sweet.
needless to say, as the captain's been carousing her, wooing her, seducing her, you all have no doubt that she is a staunch ally of the captain. She's giving you
Nice.
guys decent advice. She's constantly reading the winds and his palm and giving advice on things that you should do. Basically, she's totally reinforcing the idea that you leaving the island was the right choice, Captain. I didn't lie when I said your unlife was on the line, Captain. So she is 100% on your side.
You all have never seen me this corporeal for this long in the entire history of the crew.
Nothing is as
Okay.
good as sharing a bed with someone who's incorporeal.
It's
It's almost like they're not even there.
I bet they wouldn't snore.
Because, snore like the dead, comes
Yeah.
from something.
And
Why
and
do you need to snore when you don't have lungs?
I will totally give you, Captain, that 2 other crewmates witnessing you wooing her has inspired them, and they are totally on your side forever and a day unless something some travesty is inflicted upon them. Is there anyone in
Those are 2
particular?
of the living ones?
It
or...
can be if you want. I mean, it'd probably be better to pick a living one than one of your thralls that doesn't really do anything other than go,
Yeah.
and totally gives the captain a thumbs up.
Okay, yeah, I would love to have 2 of the living ones be
Okay.
C.
2 of the living ones saw what you did for her, and she's living, so they're just like, the captain's not bad. He treats the living decently, and think of all the table scraps we've had. Well, she's been living high off the hog, and we're getting the scraps instead of the rotten apple barrel that the cook keeps pointing to.
Just don't look him directly in the eye sockets. Awesome. What are their names?
Your NPCs?
We have to name them now?
Well, if they become my staunch allies and crew members, yes, they need names.
But then we have to keep them.
Yeah. We have to give them a burial if they die.
No, if they die, they get to serve even longer. We're just not going to...
Oh, that's true.
We're just not going to make that happen prematurely. Think of them like your crab. You named the crab. You can name the humans. We can name the humans. What are the humans' names?
You name them. They're your humans.
Yeah, I wanted to experiment on them, and nobody would let me. So
they are Iggy, Kosh, and Damien.
Meanies.
What
Iggy
was
and
it
Kosh
again?
are the more skilled ones.
Iggy?
Iggy.
Kosh? C-O-S-H?
K-O-S-H.
Ooh, I spelled it right. And Damien.
And Damien. And yes, their names are totally on the Revenant's Revenge page. Which, by the way,
That's
Ryan,
cool.
if you want to click it, there's your ship and how much damage it has. It's actually doing a pretty good shape.
I was going to say,
It's at 138 hit points out of 150. Not bad for
we need to
taking
do
on
some
2
repairs.
ships.
Yeah. I didn't realize, though.
It's only taken a few dents from combat so far.
Yeah, we need a carpenter.
Yeah.
So besides
Okay,
the
so-
captain's carousing, is anybody doing anything else?
I am working on Skippy.
Working on Skippy, you're crafting an item.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me your skill roll there. Thankfully, you are proficient in it.
Yep. Son of a bitch.
Oh. As the problem is, over the week, as you keep working on it, the captain's wooing annoys the fuck out of you. And every time you work on it, you hear the captain say, "Play more music," and it's just gritting your teeth, and you get no progress on working on it. Oh. No progress at all. But you still spend 200 gold worth of materials trying to do it. And roll me a d6. I sense
Captain.
complication. As a complication is for a 4, a powerful noble. So as the camera kind of comes by, there's another pirate ship that's coasting alongside of you guys, runs under the same banner as you guys from the Black Fleet. So before we jump into that, is there anyone else doing any downtime activities?
Yes.
I would like. Yes.
Who's doing what?
Go ahead.
I would like to teach another trick to the crab. I'd like.
Okay,
like to
what is
teach-
the trick?
I would like to teach Closton to come when called.
Okay, so the come here move.
Nice.
All right, give me an animal handling roll.
That was
Okay.
not good.
So, needless to say, you kept putting him places and saying, "Come here, come here," and the crab just literally looks at you with his little eye stalks and goes,
Ugh,
Do me
maybe
a
next time.
favor. Roll me a d6. Why you all making complications happen? So, needless to say, you tripped and fell during the training sessions, and you have become the joke of the crew. Because
Yeah, that makes
everyone,
sense.
you were so busy going, "Come here, Krabby," when the yard arm swung and just knocked you on your ass. And you basically have been the butt of the jokes on the ship since then. Oregon's
that seems
looking
accurate.
more at the crabs than he is anything else.
Don't worry, we're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you.
Don't worry, I'm laughing with you, laughing at me.
As you know, you take a face plant on the deck and the crab totally crawls on top of you.
And I'm like, "Hey, it worked."
Who's
Okay.
training who here?
Who saved?
So who's going next? As everybody's like, "When is he going to cook that crab? He's trying to teach it tricks instead of cooking it. It only needs one trick. In the pot."
So I was interested in trying to learn. God, that's not going to work. But I'm going to try it anyways. I was interested in trying to learn whether I could anything I could about fortune telling from this fortune teller that we have recruited.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Creative.
So would
It's,
you think this
that
would be
is
more of a research or learning a skill?
I would really love to learn how to use my guidance ability that I can't right now, but that might not be realistic. What would that be? Would that be learning a skill.
Yeah, that'd be more of a training.
All right. What do you want me to roll for this?
Okay, so you're burning 25 gold worth of convincing her to do it. Because, she knows you are a fellow sister, but you are undead, so she's not sure where your loyalties lie. But you're a fan of the captains, and that is her beloved now. To have a ghostly sea captain as your beloved. They should have made a movie out of that. Oh wait,
Yeah.
they have.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so oof. So this will be one of the 10 work weeks spent training it. So for every 10 work weeks you spend training, there's a 10% chance of completing it.
So
So if you're willing to spend the monies, that's all you have to do.
all right, I spend the money, 25.
And just mark down that you're 1/10 of the way trained, or at least 1/10 of the way to rolling 10% or less. As somebody who's played a cleric and tried to call their god down, rolling less than 10 is very difficult.
I believe
Yeah,
in you.
it's like a 10% chance. 1 in 10.
Yep.
Wow, math is hard.
Yeah, I know.
All right. You guys mind if I go next?
No, go ahead.
Do it.
Cool.
I'll
So
allow.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lil. What?
No, I'm not. Sorry, that was I was being very silly there. Sorry.
That's okay.
Us silly
You're allowed.
never.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is D&D. It's serious business.
Yeah. So I want to. My original idea way back when was to learn navigation. I have water vehicles. I'm the second in command, supposedly, but I don't know how to. The only person who knows how to navigate the ship is the captain. So I don't want us to run around not knowing where we're going. So that's what I'm rolling on. What do
Okay.
I roll here?
So that's going to be training. So just like, for Lily, you just need to spend the cash and spend time with the captain when he's got the charts out there. And so it's 25 gold pieces, and put down that you are 1/10 of the way of being trained in navigation.
Okay. All right. I will put that in here. Do I need to roll or anything or not?
Not yet. After you've spent 10 work weeks training, you can then roll the dice to get it. On the plus
you
side,
spend 10 weeks and then you have to roll under 10%?
well, you spend 10 weeks to learn a new skill. It's not easy to learn new skills and
okay.
proficiencies.
So I'm 1 week in, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
So you're 1 out of 10. And you don't have a great intelligence, do you?
No, I'm dumb as rocks.
That is
So-
such an insulting thing to hear. Just like, you're not smart, are you?
But if you have
I'm
an
a
intelligence
troll.
modifier, that will adjust those 10 weeks. So if you're -1, it's 11 weeks. If you're
Alright.
+2, it's only 8 weeks. So don't forget that in the math as well.
All right, so it's 11 weeks for me then, because I'm.
I just
8.
realized I'm dumb as
Negative.
shit too.
You're an ogre.
Yeah, you are.
I am learning new skill.
Me and speak well.
Intel im dump
I'm
stat.
reading.
But you're
Crayon.
pretty
So
smart,
is-
aren't you, Lily?
Is that everyone? I think it is.
No,
Yeah.
we got the new guy.
I don't know what to do.
Well, you can carouse. You can.
Yep.
Gamble?
So
What is-
let me kind of
you-
list out the downtime activities for you. Starting at the top, it's you can try to buy a magic item. Sometimes you can roll and see if you can find someone who'll sell it to you.
But we're on the
Basically-
ship.
Just means you ran into another boat and made a deal. You probably don't have the cash for that. You can carouse, which basically means making friends and flirting.
Okay.
You
There's that dead
can-
body down below.
Oh yeah, there's the dead sexy body that we're not talking about that. There's the crafting an item if you have a skill in something. I think your proficiencies were just piloting, I think. But you can always
I believe
try to
so.
craft an item. So like if you had herbalism kit, leatherworking tools, smith tools, or weaver's kit, you can make some stuff. There is the crafting a magic item, which is usually not easy. But you'd be surprised if you have the cash what you can get away with. There is, if you want to like say brew a potion, if you have that kind of skill. There is committing crime, which may or may not involve stealing from your colleagues. Hey, you never know. I mean,
I just kind of got here. I think I should at least wait at least 2 sessions to start stealing from my colleagues.
then there is gambling, which basically we all know these pirates are constantly rolling the dice and playing cards when no one's watching.
There are thralls.
Hey, they can still roll the bones.
Thralls want to have fun.
They don't know what they're doing, but they're sitting there throwing the dice in the corner. There is pit fighting, which is basically just fighting on deck for money.
Rawr.
I'm sure your quartermaster and Bosun totally chip in for that. And then there is just relaxing.
Pit fighting sounds kind of interesting. It's either going to be pit fighting or gambling. But I have no money. I have what I think is 10 gold.
So 10 gold. On the plus side, pit fighting is great because it requires nothing to do except for you get in the ring and fight. Obviously, your colleagues here are cheering you on because you are in fact the new entertainment. So you're going to be making 3 skill checks. I mean, this is a good use of you learning your character sheet and making some checks. So the first one is going to be a strength athletics check. Then you would do a dex acrobatics check, and then a constitution check, but this one uses a bonus equal to the roll of your largest hit dice. Which for
That's
you
a lot
should
of
be-
words you just said there.
Yep. So
Okay, so first just click strength is what you're telling me.
Yep. So hold on. Okay, or you can just go ahead and roll.
Well, I clicked on it right as you said hold on, so, my bad,
That's
my
okay.
bad.
That's okay. So I'm going to tell you what the DC is as you go into your competition. It's basically 5 plus 2d10. Randomly find out who your competition is. Wow, they picked a sucky guy for you to fight because they did not have faith in you. So
You guys start to
the
bottom.
first guy that gets thrown out there, you needed a basically an 11 or better, and you beat the crap out of him.
But that was a savings throw.
Yeah, it's good. You want to use an athletics strength roll.
It's kind of in the.
There we go. I found it. There we go.
Okay, 13, good enough. They throw a thrall out there that's got a mighty 12 strength. It's a pretty tough rigging thrall, but you beat the crap out of it in some fisticuffs. Now roll me an acrobatics roll. You're trying to avoid getting hit, and you are nimble with your fighting skills and ducking skills. So now I'm wanting a constitution check that has a bonus equal to a roll of your largest hit dice. So where it says hit dice, go ahead and click that number to roll a dice that size.
Okay.
Okay, so give me a constitution saving throw plus 5. This is you basically taking the beating.
So that would be
13. That's 1 point higher than you needed. So you basically, you dominate them in strength. You don't get hit. When you do take some hits, you just take it right on the chin. And everyone cheers, and you have a great time. And since you had 3 successes, the group throwing coin at your opulent victories totally cashes in for 3 successes at a winning of 200 gold pieces. over a
Damn!
week of them watching you fight and win.
Damn.
Pit fighting is good money.
Yeah.
I think
Especially
I think
when
I should
rolled
do that
really,
more.
really crappy on 2d10, only rolling a 7. So the new guy on the team shows off those halberd skills, and you guys have a feeling that Glyph is going to have no problem blending in with the crew.
He's a keeper.
So,
This is fun.
Captain, have you settled in on what the plan is going to be? I know there was 12%
We were
of a
voting.
plan.
I think the plan is going to be to try and use the decoy. And have we tried to forge her books yet?
Nope, they're all still locked up in the steamer chests.
Well, now that she's all in,
You definitely feel very, very comfortable with her now.
yeah. Can we get Bone Tiba? How are you at forgery?
Forging bodies, she's great at.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, proficiency.
Oh, nice. So, can we get our Cirrus to help her forge her books? Because then we can turn in a dead body and some books that look correct and get out of Dodge before he realizes he's been duped.
Nice. So now that she's on your side, you're totally recruiting her with that?
Yes.
Okay, if someone were to, say, forge those books with her help, I would totally give you advantage on that. So it's 1 roll per steamer chest, because we're talking a lot of books.
What should I roll? Sleight of hand or something?
Do you have proficiency in forgery kit?
Yes, I do. I just don't know what app to give that to.
When you click on the proficiency kit, it'll give you an option of what stat to use. And you tell me, are you using dexterity for your nimble forgery? Are you using wisdom by comparing signatures properly? Are you using not strength because that just doesn't make sense? But you tell us what skill you're using.
I'm using wisdom so I can use all my insight into how deceptive the convincing forgery.
Okay. That's a good one. And she is giving you advantage. Especially since you guys spent the time together before with the whole researching, the whole learning how to get back in touch with your roots. And she totally tells you you should spend a feat to get your ancestral ability back.
Yeah. There's my forgery kit.
So 14 looks like a fairly good copy.
Alright, and I have to do this 4 times?
Yep.
Yep, okay.
Something's not right here.
23 is an excellent copy.
Nice.
Bone Tiba with the rolls. Nice.
That's the chest full of her divinations and
What did I do
portents.
here?
That one was not good.
What did I do?
I guess we know which one to lead with.
So, needless to say, the one that did not get forged very well at all is the one on that steamer trunk full of the books on intelligence on the various islands of the Nightmare Empire. I
Clearly,
mean,
my own knowledge is
it-
conflicting with.
exactly. It
issues.
could just be that you were trying to do some corrections. You know, you're going off the shorthand and what you know. You tried to fill in some gaps.
Yeah, the Satirixes are like, no, this is populated by barbarians, in their cities.
Hopefully, the Lich Lord will not want to look at that anytime soon.
Yes.
I mean, he's got plenty of intelligence on the islands. That's probably the least important.
I mean, you're not wrong. So, as we were saying, with that natural one that happened earlier, a not so friendly rival pirate ship totally pulled alongside of you guys. You know, totally gave you the "we have a message" flag for you guys to get a message from the Lich Lord. And they totally baited you with that because that's what, pirates do because they're jerks. And Captain Guile, a beautiful little, undead pirate with a very fancy hat with huge plumage and a dead bird stuck to his coat shoulder because, that's what you do. He's got a dead raven all sprawled out on his shoulder. And so the good captain gives you this message, and Captain, I'm assuming you're going to read it right then and there?
Aye, yes.
As you look at the seal, which is of course already broken, which you just give him a dirty look for, I'm sure, and you open the scroll, and you start reading the scroll, and you totally realize this urgent news that he had to give you right now was basically just last week's encounter reports, from the different captains talking about who they ran into and what stuff. To you, basically, it's the local tabloid.
Stand by to repel borders.
You totally know that this has no reason for you to have been worried about getting this file.
No. What are you up to, Guile? What's this nonsense?
As we totally hear a certain someone doing their engineering thing on their creation that may or may not happen. As he points over to Marduck and says, "I want to buy that. It looked pretty on Mummy's ship."
Get bent.
It's a mechanical monstrosity that would look pretty on the prow of my ship.
Yeah, get bent.
There's nothing that could make that ship look pretty.
Yeah.
And he totally gives you the mocked injustice of, "I'm insulted." But seriously, Captain, how much coin would it cost to buy that monstrosity?
5 million. We can make another and buy a ship.
And he totally looks at your, cocky crew member that speaks up when the two captains are talking. And he looks at your captain and says, "Do you let them speak out of turn, Captain?"
It's his construction. He sets the price.
No, it's not mine. That wasn't Kevin.
Oh.
That was your first.
Oh.
Mate. I'm just being an ass.
Yes.
You
are. But that's okay. $1 million, yeah, sure. Anything less, he can get bent.
My crew We are one. We stick with each other together. They can speak out of turn as long as they speak correctly, and I see nothing wrong with the price. So either pay it or get lost.
So who should I be negotiating with then? If it's not your choice, Captain.
I mean,
How close is the other ship?
They pulled right up alongside of you guys.
Okay,
Can we shoot it?
I'm gonna firebolt their sails. There's my answer.
Oh shit!
Are you gonna
Alright,
really start a fire on their ship when they're basically
Can we-
got a gangplank
Attached
between you
to
guys?
us.
I mean, we can shoot a
mean-
cannon into the side of their ship.
No,
You have
the,
a cannon or
sails,
no?
The sails. Firebolt the sails.
You just be
Both.
careful with fire around my ship, son.
We can do
That's
both.
not.
If we're gonna attack them, we better sink them because we don't want word getting back to the boss that we're attacking his allies.
Oh, the boss is used to this kind of thing.
The competition keeps you guys, in good shape.
Still, firebolt the sails.
And what's Firebolt's percentage of catching stuff on fire?
It doesn't really say.
Okay, do me a favor. We'll say 50-50. You want high or you want low?
Okay. A flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
There you go. Because I was pretty sure it lit something on fire.
I think it pretty much lit it on fire.
As immediately he turns around and says, "Belay that firebolt! Crew, get to work and put out them flames! If he fires another bolt into our sails, we light theirs as well, and we both go down the drink." And he totally looks at you, Captain, and he's like, "You allow your crew to be so insolent?"
I allow my crew to discipline dogs.
Okay. So this is when it's coming down to one of those captains nutting up on each other. Do me a favor. Give me a intimidation or
Word choice. I love it.
or negotiation.
Oh, intimidation, please. Yes.
A solid 10.
That's
As you
with a
glower at
+6.
him. So you rolled a 4.
Yeah.
You glower at him, and he just puts his hand through your face and wafts the smoke. "I know ye not be trying to intimidate me, young captain." As he totally points to his epaulettes that have more stripes than yours.
Hey, James, can you pull up the ship, please? The ship diagram.
The ship to ship.
Yeah. Okay, where is this bozo standing?
Basically, he's up at the till with your captain.
We just stab him.
No. You haven't seen my trick yet.
Oh Lord.
Push comes to shove.
Now remember, these are fellow pirates of the Black Fleet.
I won't kill him. I mean, I've done it to our own crew members, so I mean, it's
Basically,
not that
he's
bad.
up here with your captain.
I'm curious what he's planning. I think. it's
Oh,
cool,
that's right.
but-
You
sure.
were here when we were talking with the admiral, and I launched the guy out the window.
I've slept since then, so I don't remember.
Wow.
shit.
So you're doing a Fouche Roda.
Hey,
The
I got
almighty-
some free stuff for making the guy laugh. Okay, I will saunter up here. It's like, hasn't anybody ever told you no means no?
I'm not inclined to take no for a no. I'm used to getting what I want, and that beautiful nightmare you're building will look better on my boat than this bag of hot, steamy air. And he totally points at your captain when he says that.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk up behind my captain since I know this won't do anything to him. Yeah.
Do it.
I cast battering ram.
And are you going to go through your captain in his ghostly shape that magic may affect?
Yes.
That
magic
may affect? He is resistant,
You know it's worth it.
but
yes, yes.
Do it.
Because
Do it.
again, even if it throws him, he's not going to go into the water with this guy.
he flies off and floats.
Yeah, it's worth it. Do it totally.
Are you
Okay.
aiming to put him onto his ship or in the drink?
I'm just launching him over the side. I don't care where he lands.
Okay, as you start hearing his people screaming and putting out the burning sail on their ship. Go ahead and I will give you advantage since he doesn't see this coming.
Yeah, it's just a D. Yeah, he's just got to make a
Strength
DC.
saving throw.
Yeah,
And what's your DC?
14. Shit.
Ooh.
As you fire your spell off, and he looks at you with his one actual eyeball, the other one being an empty socket, and you blast him for how much damage?
Well, 16 if he passes. I mean, it takes half, but
Okay, as you hit him for 8 points of damage, as you do your wind blast, and he just looks you dead in the eye as you do it.
damn it.
And he totally does the whole, so your captain has a wind bag of his own. And Captain, give me your
Oh wait.
saving throw.
How close is that other ship? Because again, it is a 60-foot.
Well, that's what I was asking, is which were you aiming, to knock him onto the ship or to knock him in the
Well,
water?
I was just in this direction.
Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw from the weakest member of the crew.
Okay. I'm in corporate. Oh my god.
I don't think it matters.
On the plus side, when you're incorporeal, you are half damage, right? You have
Yes.
resistance to all damage.
Yes.
So that
As-
means quarter damage?
I
No,
know.
he failed the saving throw. So,
No, because
I see.
and then he just got launched 25 feet.
So you take 16
Yeah,
force
he can float
damage
back.
and you get blown off the ship to where you're hovering. And the captain just laughs at Marduck. Your captain seems to be a leaf on the wind. And all of a sudden you hear his crew and his ship laughing as they're totally getting the sand buckets and water bucket brigade going and trying to totally put the fire out. And they're doing a good job of it too.
Well, again, did my battering ram hit their ship? Is what I'm wondering.
No, I was putting their ship
Okay.
on this side over here.
Oh,
I step up behind Marduck to back him up if he needs, but not getting in his way.
And the captain gladly looks at, so you're the skilled inventor and engineer. And he looks at your creation on the deck and says, I would like to purchase this since your captain won't let you give it to me.
I already said 1 million gold.
I think you're just saying that to be funny. How
Okay,
about
2 million.
something more reasonable? And he
2 million.
totally puts his fingers in his mouth to whistle, but the whistle comes out of a gaping hole on his cheek. And the crew kind of like goes into the captain's quarters on his ship, and you can clearly see they basically drop a chest and open the chest, and you see assorted coins and gems and necklaces. As he says, I really like that monstrosity. I think you've got a real eye for talent there.
You could always make another.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but then I gotta start over.
Yes, your natural one.
Yeah,
The complication was totally a noble wants to buy your creation. Really wants to buy it.
And he's really not getting taking no for an answer.
I mean, your captain's intimidation was very poor.
Yeah, but I lit his ship on fire. I tried to launch him off our ship. He's persistent, that's for sure.
You generated a slight breeze that whiffled his hair.
He still took 8 points of damage.
You definitely sense those 8 points was nothing to him.
Yeah, probably not. I was basically trying to sink him, but
as he basically says, "Name a real price, boyo. A real price, and you'll have a chest full of treasures, and not even have to share it with your captain, hopefully."
Okay, how big is this chest, and can I kind of get a guess on how much it's worth?
Give me an investigate. I can totally tell you.
Hopefully it's not full of copper with just some gold on top.
Wow.
Luckily, this is one of my better
$1 cash roll. Damn.
Nice.
You
Duke
see
for the
from
roll.
the chest size and pretty much what you see of its contents, unless he's doing some kind of really good shenanigans, you basically see he's got enough cash there for you to buy and start over your creation if you want to start over from scratch. We're talking like if you were to go ashore and spend a week there, you'd have enough money to buy everything you need and assemble it in that week. None of this piecemeal shit that you've been doing.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm thinking monetary value. I mean, that's not telling me much because I know how much it costs, and I.
So 100,000 gold or 10,000 gold,
It
5
would
gold?
basically be 200 gold more than you need to build a new one from scratch or buy a new one from scratch.
Buy one from scratch?
Well, it's the equivalent of you'd have all the cash to buy all the parts brand new.
Yeah.
And it would be made in a week instead of 10 more weeks or whatever it is, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, fuck it, yeah. He's insane, not stupid.
And so you take his price?
Yeah. Granted, it's only 3,200 gold pieces, but whatever.
And he gives you an extra 200 just in case things.
Yeah, 3,200, as I said, because it only costs 3,000 gold pieces.
As he spits in his hand and shakes on it because it's a good deal. As he says, "You're a beautiful craftsman. You are. And can I have your name?"
Marduck.
Marduck. I'll make sure to tell anyone who asks about the beastie. Because it's beautiful. Even unfinished, I can see the beauty in it.
It doesn't even have a head.
It reminds me of a pet I had back when I used to breathe. As you guys basically spend a couple hours hoisting this thing off your deck and swinging it onto that ship's deck and dropping it down. And the captain totally offers you and your captain some very fine port that's probably fine, but you can't really taste it. So take his word for it about how great it is.
I mean, since they made deals, sure.
Okay.
As he totally looks at you, Captain, and says, "You are a wise captain to let your man negotiate for himself. He's a shrewd negotiator."
He is. I only have the best on my crew.
Only the best. And he winks and slaps you on the back in that insulting big brother kind of way.
I am getting too old for this shit.
As the two ships kind of like do a little side hustle barter, because that's what ships do when they meet. And then eventually you guys drop the lines. The captain pulls the gangplank back and says, "Next time, Captain, come over to my boat. We'll see what my wizards can do about blowing you off the ship." And he winks.
Next, I look forward to our next meeting, friend.
And he totally starts yelling at some of the guys to start getting those patches stitched in on the sails. "We need to find some prey before the day is out." And he totally gives you the whole, if you get a chance, Captain, you should totally stop on by over to Hell's Hook on your way back to Blackwater. Arr!
Ooh.
Well,
That's a
then-
quest starter if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
it sounds like an adventure hook. You know what, Captain? Then I will tell you there's an uncharted isle.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna give him the rough coordinates. Steer clear of it. It be populated by devils and soul eaters that can kill the undead.
There be monsters.
Arr!
Fucking plants.
Yeah, and it's got trees like shrubberies, like you wouldn't believe. No, but I will say it's got beings that will eat the souls of the undead, and I would steer clear.
Ooh, that sounds like a good place to go sharpen our cutlasses. And he tips his hat
I
to
knew
you
that
and
would
says,
work.
"Thank you for the tip, my fellow captain of the Black Fleet." And he whips his saber out and does the whole formal salute to you. "May you
I will
only
return
feel the fair winds."
And may your ship sail low with gold.
As
Something like that.
Their guys cheer you along, and as you hear a little couple comments on the poking the semi-built mechanical monstrosity on the deck of the ship. "Why'd the captain buy it?" "I don't know. He liked the way it looked." Because sometimes duties can cause complications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I was totally thinking that you'd just, intimidate the heck out of him.
I thought I would. I'm usually good at that kind of thing, but he's undead.
And you rolled shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's just that his captaincy is higher ranking, so there's a little intimidation value there.
Yeah, but on the other hand, he's going to have a shrub eat him, so I'm not. I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know what that means? I think you're hoping that the ship will be found in the cove with his creation still on the deck.
Hey, yeah, there
Yes.
we go.
Yes, that would be nice.
Take over the
Okay. So,
ship
Captain, as you continue piloting away, fair winds, give me your navigation roll.
Okay.
As you totally notice someone watching you as you navigate in the charts.
And I am going to use my charisma to be guiding and inspiring the crew and regaining some of the respect I lost from
Getting
that.
launched.
Yes.
I like it a lot. As you're being a great and charming captain with an 18, which is rock star on. As you only needed a 10 or better, but no, here you go, overperforming. So where is it about you would like to sail the ship? I mean, you do have Hell's Hook. It's basically a little port town, little base. You've got You can pull into here if you want to pull in, or you could go through the Isles, or you could skirt the the continent there, heading towards Blackwater to make life easier for you.
I mean, he had no reason to wish me ill. Why don't we check out Hell's Hook? Right? I mean, I didn't steer him astray at all. Why would he
Yeah.
steer me astray?
What? Well, hold on. Why aren't we going and dropping off the body and the books first?
I think it's on the
And
way,
finishing
from
that
what I
quest.
remember.
Because Hell's Hook is on the way.
Yeah.
It may.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
See,
it's
you
on
guys
the same.
here. Hell's Hook is here. Where you want to go is over here.
Yeah. And also, if Hell's Hook turns out good, it may be a place we can run back to if we need to. Is my thinking.
Okay.
But mostly it's on the way, and we don't necessarily have a time limit, but I mean, it would be nice to scam, but I want to see I'm curious, yes. I'm curious, and I'm thinking a place to lay low, because the Iron Duke, or to lay low or fortify or plan our next move, because once he figures out what we did, we're going to be in deep shit, and so we're going to need something. A base of operations, a friendly port we can return to regardless of where we go.
I mean, that's a good plan.
Yeah. But I'm willing to be talked out of it if you think we should just drop the body and run.
No.
You've good points there.
I mean, the Uncharted Island would also be an option, but again, we got our asses handed to us last time.
And for any Ogren on the crew, you do know that Hell's Hook has got one of the highest populations of Scharde Ogren in the entire Empire.
Nice. Ooh.
Basically, they're used for mining out the whole nastiness of the Necrosurgeon.
Oh, lovely. So slaves.
So lots of smithies here as well.
Yeah, but if you lead the slave revolt, then you have yourself an army.
Yep, that is true. But who's gonna trust a dead dude who just walked in and be like, "Hey, follow me"?
Well, it depends on how successful you are.
Ogren.
Yeah. Plus, you got your crew behind you. You can do anything with your crew behind you.
Oh yeah.
Friendship. Power of friendship. We can do anything.
Exactly.
And,
someone watches My Little Pony way too much.
Hey, no, I've never watched My Little Pony.
Now, Captain, do you mention to your lady friend Hell's Hook?
I mean, I think it would be wise to consult with her about it, yes.
She totally tells you that there is a great seeress named Agatha that resides in Hell's Hook.
Oh.
Her powers are even greater than mine. Unfortunately, to deal with the Bane Witch, you may have to deal with Lich Lord Tenebrous.
Lich Lord do I know Lich Lord Tenebrous and how well what his relationship is with, what is it, the Iron, or what's the Duke?
He's another Lich Lord.
My boss? Yeah.
Yeah, the Iron Lich.
Are they?
He's another Iron Lich.
Yeah. Is he friends with the Duke, or are they rivals?
Give me a history roll.
Okay.
Let's see what you remember when she name drops. So the 11, you remember that there is some kind of rivalry between the two of them. You're not sure. You don't really recall the details. It could be a friendly rivalry. It could be they try to murder each other on contact when their boss isn't watching. You're not quite sure.
Can you re-roll that or not?
He doesn't
No, I
seem
can't.
to remember the details if they were there. Maybe a
Okay.
rat scurried into his skull and chewed up that piece of his brain.
Might be.
And she totally asks you, what should I do if you're going into port?
Hide below decks.
I don't feel safe going into port with you.
And I don't necessarily want you to be seen necessarily, so why don't you stay back with Iggy and Damien?
They can, excellent, my captain. My
they
darling
can
captain.
see to feeding you and keeping you, protecting you. And yeah, I can't believe I'm going to trust her, but I'm going to trust her to stay on the ship by herself.
You are fairly certain with that natural 20. She seems to be totally enamored with you. She has even asked you to become tangible every now and then so she can put her hand upon your chest.
Jeez.
You have totally won her over.
Ew,
so gross.
Ew, women, gross.
Well, living women too, but it's
Ew.
worth it. I've got a goal in mind. Okay, then yeah, I will let her. I will ask her to stay below deck, and I'll have Iggy and Damien keep her safe. And of course the thralls.
She totally asks, should she be below deck or should she hide in your quarters, where the comfortable bed is?
So the thing is,
there's a thing now.
If you hide in my if you hide in my quarters, you may be seen or scried. Well, but I mean, they'll be just as likely to scry my quarters as below. No, they might. I just want you to be safe, and I think it would be safer to be below decks than to be in my cabin, because if the Bane Witch is as powerful as you say, and she inspects my cabin, I wouldn't want her to find you. Can you hide yourself from her?
I should be able to, as long as I have access to my chests.
Which you do have access to your chests. I have access to your chest. You have access to your chests because you were helping Bone Tibia with the forgery. So if you can protect yourself, you can stay in my cabin. If you can remain hidden.
So she totally basically asks your crew, because she treats them like valets sometimes, to bring her chests to your cabin, and she will prepare a concealment ritual that will totally conceal her presence. And she kind of winks at you and she just says, "It's a circle of salt. My darling, I wouldn't come near it."
You want to put salt in my cabin?
That's what she's implying.
Witches do salt all the time. It's a common ward.
It stops things from coming through,
Yeah.
right, Captain?
Circles have power.
It's for my crew in the long run. Okay. But I want it cleaned up before I get back.
Arr, I like how the captain's all salty. Now that there's a magic circle in his room that he can't cross.
Yeah, I don't like that. That sets a bad precedence for the honeymoon.
As she gets to work, mumbling a chant that will probably work, and then lays down a nice thick layer of salt. Conveniently, her circle is around your bed, so she can be comfortable.
Of course it is. I mean, I don't really use it anyway, so I guess that's fine.
Especially now that you put perfumed sheets on it.
And a duvet cover.
The captain's bunk has been all ladied up.
Yeah, I'll be spending some nights as a cloud of billowing specter around the crow's nest. So you'll have some company, Tiba.
Everybody's saying, "Oh, look at the captain. He's being mighty cheft today." Woman problems. Never let a breathing woman on this ship.
It's for my crew, it's for my crew, it's for my crew. Okay.
And of course, you see, the big smoking billows of Hell's Hook, massive furnaces, engines that basically churn out, different weapons of war here, from the little weapons to, I'm pretty sure your Warcaster would be interested with his chest of gold.
I gotta buy stuff.
Okay. Is it taking us long enough to get there for a long rest for me to heal, or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because 16 out of 19 hit points only left me with 3.
Well, no, you take half damage, so it's only an 8. But...
Oh.
No, he didn't make a save.
Yeah, but he was incorporeal.
Yeah, so that's half damage. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, it would have been 4.
Okay.
As the captain was just a handkerchief of his normal stature.
That was, yes. Which is probably why I caved in so easy. But I'm at full strength now, but I'm not going back on my word. And we've got a town to scout out, buy, and conquer.
Oh, yeah, I want to sell some shit, man. I got some treasure to fucking sell.
That's literally his line as he's loading stuff into the net to put on the dock. I got some fucking treasure to sell. As you pull in there, and of course, since you have the Black Fleet flag up, they totally have a spot for you that they kind of wait to catch your lines, and some Ogren pull the ropes so the boat, you feel it lurches. These big beefy Ogren work in perfect tandem unison to tie you off there, as they help you put your gangplank out, and basically one of the Ogren, points way up at the dock, since you're almost at the end of it, and says that the harbor master is there. His name is Dolce. You make sure to talk to Dolce. Do not cut the ropes. And they just kind of like look at each other and get back to a game of, throwing knuckle bones down. And these are massive troll-sized knuckle bones that they're rolling.
Nice. I like them. We should totally get them on our side, but we should. The first mate and I should go see the.
He's out to subvert everybody. It's awesome.
I want an army.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being a pirate. I want to be a king now.
Nice.
Or a duke. Anyway, we should go see the harbor master.
Okay, so you guys heading up the pier?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you guys head up there. It's like a nice quarter-mile walk up to get to solid land where the harbor master's shop is. It's in pretty good repair. It looks like some ships were used to help build the walls. And there's a rather swarthy human who seems to have the tattered tattoo of the Black Fleet on his arm exposed. He's got his sleeve ripped off to show that he is a member of the Black Fleet. So, you shouldn't kill him. As he's sitting there just smoking his pipe, kind of leaning up against the wall by the door and totally gives you guys the up and down eye checking you out as you go walking into the harbor master shop. And there's this massive clip of chalkboard where it's got the current prices of more fuel, the trade value of human flesh, the trade value of trollkin flesh. That's always the going market numbers. And then if you want to sell any slaves into the empire, what the rates are. Only
Oh,
18
not
gold
selling
per
slaves
person.
today.
That's not worth it.
No.
3
No.
weeks and you've gotten 18 gold worth of work out of somebody. At least if they're skilled.
It's a market must be flooded. So.
It says you come in and it's got those vertical fans, the ones that point straight down and then waft back and forth, kind of Egyptian style, circulating the air, so it's not as pungent in there.
As we were walking, floating up to the harbor master, what was the demographic of the dock specifically in terms of undead? How?
You see about a good 30% of the population is undead.
Well, that's not bad.
It's a surprisingly large population of living Ogren, which is like one of the biggest groups of living Ogren you've seen working in these areas. You totally saw some blacksmithies where they're beating rivets into iron for shipbuilding and things like that.
Capt, can we go shopping after we talk to this harbor guy?
Absolutely. We just need to settle the fees and make sure we can stay as long as we need be, and get a good slip or whatever you call wherever you, and pick up on the gossip. Find out what's happening in town.
Ooh. As you go in there, and the harbor master's this big Ogren. Big old crew cut style haircut. He's got an eye patch over one eye. And you see totally against the wall is his Ogren cannon. Mounted beautifully on the wall. It's got filigree on it. It's got 3 extra reloads sitting right there on the counter with it. So he could easily reach and fire that bad boy off, which you would not want that to happen. And he totally waves you all in and says, "Come, come, my friends. Are you that beautiful ship that I saw pulling?" And he points to his window, which clearly can see the entire docks from his viewport. And you see he's got a little spyglass on his desk, Obviously, he must have been watching you guys walk up here from his little vantage point. As proud members of the Black Fleet, of course, your dock fees are waived, my friend. Is there anything else you need? Water, food, women?
Well, my crew needs very little in the way of water and food.
We've got some live crew, boss.
We do. Yeah, we do. I said very little. We need some. We need some provisions, but you might say it's a skeleton crew. Har har. So we will be needing some provisions from you, and maybe some. We'll be needing to look into finding a carpenter to perform some repairs. There's been some rough trade, if you get my meaning.
Oh.
What?
So you've had to trade some blows, have you?
Aye, the seas have their dangers.
But
nothing.
I understand.
What? Why does it say the ship is sinking?
Yeah.
Ignore what you see there. This is me just hitting some random tables.
Yeah.
To see what's going on around.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you recommend a skilled craftsman?
Oh, if you'd like, my cousin's over there, and he points out the doorway with the small iron smithy in the wood shop. My cousins there would be a great pair of hands to do any carpentry or blacksmithing your ship needs. And I promise you they'd offer the best price of any of the repair crews out here. Why? because all the other repair crews are going to have to pay me to take their supplies on my dock.
Ah,
And he seems very, very friendly guy.
you know what? I will take your recommendation. We will see if we can work out a deal with your cousins. Thank you. Can we say you sent us? What's your name?
Ah, you can call me Osha.
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 We'll say Osha sent us and
he
said
totally
to give us the family discount.
ha ha ha. And he points to his sign. It says days since the last accident, and it says 0 and sunken ship in dock slot 43.
That's okay. Well, so what's the scuttlebutt? What's going on in town? Why are the prices so low for slaves?
Oh, it's just because it's been a good year and we've had a few different ships come through here unloading their breathing bilge weight, if you know what I mean. So we have a keen surplus if you're needing some rowers or fresh meat for the voyage ahead, depending on where you be coming and where you be going from. And as soon as he says that, he's like, aye, that reminds me. And he pulls this big drawer, and by big drawer, I'm talking like a 2-foot wide drawer, and slams a big ass iron bound tome on the table and goes to the big purple bookmark and flips it open. And you can see it's basically the Harbor Master's Manifest. And he says, so what be the name of your ship? Where you from and where you going, my friends?
Okay, if I can interrupt for 1 second, I'm gonna bow out for a little.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that.
And
It
then
happens.
the question is, are you going to be deceptive or truthful? I mean, it's standard operating procedure for a harbor master to do this. This way, if anyone says ship blah blah blah, they're out of this port, and they're going by way of that port. And usually, as part of the Black Fleet, your ship's name and home port are known to anyone in the Black Fleet.
Yeah.
But you can always
technically we're still on the up and up right now, right? Recap.
You're totally
we are. Yeah, I
Okay.
can say we're the
We should be honest.
We're the Revenant's Revenge out of, what is it, Blackport?
Out of Blackwater.
Out of Blackwater on special mission.
Ah, that's good enough for me. Where and abouts do you think you'll be ending your trip this voyage?
This voyage will be returning back to Revenant's Revenge to report.
And he totally
not Revenant's Revenge, back to Blackwater.
Blackwater. As he totally scribes that down in his ledger, and he puts a big check mark under the member of the Black Fleet, and he blows the little sawdust on the ink to dry it real quick, and slams the book, and then throws it back with a loud bang into the drawer and shoves the drawer shut. And he says, "We've done all the paperwork. If you'd like any supplies, feel free to drop some coin on my desk, and I can take care of all the arrangements."
I leave that business to my first mate.
Ooh.
Do I have access to the ship's coffers, or is this coming out of my pocket?
No. You have access to the ship's treasury. Absolutely.
All right. So,
should I have done the quartermaster, not the shipmate, the first mate?
Either one, I think.
I mean,
either one
should be trustworthy of the ship's finances, right?
Yeah. So you guys can squabble amongst yourselves. I'm above that kind of thing.
All right, I belly up to the harbor master, and he's not much bigger than me, but I look him in the eyes and say, "How much for how much?"
Depends what you're looking for. Are you looking for meat, provisions, fresh water, extra barrels of water?
We need some water. We need food that will keep for a long voyage for humans or for live creatures. And we need some ship repairs.
And spare parts for the necrotech.
Well, he can negotiate his own prices for that. That comes
Yeah.
out of his pocket.
Fair enough.
For the necrotechs, you have to go into town at the foundries where the necrotechs do their necrotech. And he does this little hand gesture like necrotech is ooky, which it's kind of ooky. Skulls and bone plating and, burning, belching green flames. But he's like, the food, I can set you up with hardtack and water barrels. How many
Sounds
are
good.
you needing for?
Oh,
It's 10 silver per person
see, we got
per day, which is not a bad
shit.
rate.
Yeah. So let's say enough for a month, maybe maybe 2
month?
months. Let's do 2 months for 4 people. Right?
Yeah, we can
That's
always kill one if we have to.
And let the others eat them. Well, I mean, we're only a few weeks away from the from our next port of call, right? So
Not
So
even.
you're wanting 30 days for 4 people?
30 or 60. What do you think, guys?
30's fine.
Yeah,
All right.
30 should be fine.
All right, yeah.
So
Sounds
he's
good.
like 120 silver, and I'll have them on your ship before you're back from your shopping.
Isn't that like 1 gold and 20 silver?
Yep.
All right. I pay the man and head down to the. Oh no! I ask him where I can sell some treasure.
And he just totally leans over and he's like, what kind of treasure are you talking about?
Well, let's see. How do I
This
show?
definitely piques his interest. I'm assuming, Captain, are you going over to the shipwrights?
Sure.
For the shipwrights,
Yeah.
they tell you that for the repairs to the ship, it's basically 1 gold per point of missing damage. And the first point will be free for the family discount.
Oh, that seems. Wait. So we need
So it's
12 points,
gold.
right?
Yep, and so it's
Yeah.
11 gold for your repairs.
He almost said 13.
You know what? Can I regale them with a tale or two of the sea and try and negotiate it down to an even 10?
Ho ho ho! I will give you a shot at negotiation there.
Okay. Can I use persuasion for that?
Yep, that's a negotiation roll, so that's persuasion. Shaving 2 gold off for a good story would have been great, except they look at each other and they tell you that there's a shortage of wood right now. And did we say 12 gold? I'm sorry, we meant 18 gold for the repair.
This is why I leave the negotiation to the first mate and the quartermaster. I'll pay it.
It probably
No.
didn't help your regaling tale said of how much riches you've come back with.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, so you get the 1% tax bracket rate.
Yeah, but you better be doing the finest of work. You were highly recommended, and I leave a wicked Yelp review.
Oh yeah, they're totally gonna build you extra closets on board while they're there.
Fair enough. Oh,
Okay, wait. How much?
secret closets?
I mean, if you want to pay extra for it, 10 gold will say
I'm
yes.
already paying extra.
You're paying fair market value right now.
I'm gonna stop while I'm behind.
Because sometimes natural ones happen.
Yeah.
So they totally fill up their work, their toolboxes, which is impressive when you see big old Ogren toolboxes. As they go tromping off to the ship, and they're gonna say, "Who do we ask for when we get on board?"
Ask
Tibia.
for Bone Tiba.
Bone
Ask for
Tiba.
Bone Tiba. She'll be the ranking officer aboard.
Aye, Captain. We'll have all the repairs done in no time.
And you
Lickety
don't
split.
want to make her angry, trust me. Okay, thank you.
As they're totally like, you've got it, Captain. You're paying for top-notch service. We'll take care of you. Big winks exchanged between them that nobody notices.
So I'm still with the harbor master, correct?
Yep. Who
Okay.
totally is leaning across his table,
Yeah.
stuffing his pipe, wanting to hear about this treasure, you say.
Well, I've got some magic items and some nice choice gems that I want to offload.
Are you looking to offload them quickly, or are you willing to wait for top dollar?
Depends on what the numbers are between the two.
Ooh, that's a good question. Depends. Are you wanting to pay for my services to assess your items? Is that what you're saying?
We've already assessed them. We know exactly what they are. Right? We rolled a 20 on these damn things.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Tiba did. Yeah, it's the pipe of remembrance, an elemental summoning gem, and 9 gems worth 100 gold each.
That's the average value.
Yeah. Okay.
He's saying you can pay him for local knowledge, and maybe as a middleman.
He wants a kickback.
Yeah.
I see.
You want the shops with the best rates. That's up to you.
All right. Well,
just don't roll one.
Yeah. Okay. What do I roll, sir?
You could either give me a negotiation, or you could just flip some coin his way, and if it's enough coin that he would be satisfied, he'll just tell you.
I throw 5 gold coins onto the table and say, "Here you go."
And he surely looks at your 5 coins and says, 5 coins for all the great treasure you've come to port with? And he totally gives you a winky eye and looks at you like he's waiting for something. Unless you want to roll a negotiation. I will tell you it's going to have to be a good number for that 5 to work if you want.
So what is the negotiation based off of? Is
Persuasion.
It based off of like...
I mean, you can go
I'm gonna
intimidation
roll, man.
if you want to go that way, but results could
I could do that
vary
too.
if you want to do that one. Because if you do intimidation and fail, it's going to be a throwdown.
I'm going to do persuasion.
Persuasion's just polite conversation of like, hey, I might have treasures now, but I'm light on gold.
Yeah. Alright, so I can't click my my little... There we go. Okay. Persuasion. Going to my character sheet. Doop. Did I get advantage or not?
No, not with 5 gold. As he basically does the double down gesture with his hand, like you need to put a few more coins down.
I double the amount then on the table.
Okay.
Nodding sheepishly.
You give him 10 coins, and he kind of smiles really broad at you.
Mm-hmm.
As you're thinking, come on, dude, you gotta be kidding. Give me
Surely that's
an
enough.
insight check. If you want to know what his magic number is, insight would be what you want to roll.
Okay. This is gonna suck. I could get lucky.
With a 5, you're not so sure. Are you gonna keep putting coins down until you get his attention?
Yeah, I double it again. That makes it 20.
Okay. So with the 20, he smiles and opens his little top drawer and slides the coins right on into the top drawer and closes it. And he reaches over and pulls out a map of the port, and he says, "So, you're in Hell's Hook. Here's the docks." And he points to the docks. "And you said you had jewels. What kind of quality jewels do you have?"
I open the bag and show him the gems. Trusting.
Yeah. So you're gonna want to go see the Iosen. And that's basically just a pale winter elf. The Iosen. Cool. He is straight up this way, and he points it out in the map, and his little corner shop, all these little turns. The Iosen doesn't put a plaque outside his shop. But you'll notice it's a door that's got 3 gems inlaid into it. But I'll give you some friendly advice, and I wouldn't tamper or touch those gems. Because the Iosen crafts in magic.
Okay.
Last I heard, Cutpurse tried to pry one of those gems out. And all they found was a greasy stain at the door's base.
Oh, on the... Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not going to steal. I don't have the skills. Okay, and then can the Iosen handle the magical pipe and the magical gem as well?
And he rubs his stubbly chin and says, "You know, I think the Iosen would be willing to dabble in a magic gem, but I don't know about a pipe." And he totally looks at you, and he wants to hear more about said pipe.
I show him the pipe of remembrance.
Do you activate the pipe? He seems keenly aware of the pipe. He's like,
So I'm not sure what the pipe will do if I activate it. I don't remember.
It just makes images out of the smoke, like boats and dragons and anything you can imagine. You can puff and create the smoke forms.
Oh, well, yeah. Then I activate the pipe. But yeah.
So do me a favor and give me an insight check when you light up the pipe and do its thing.
Another one. Okay. I got no bonuses here, so.
Okay, solid 11. The harbor master seems keenly interested in this pipe. Not like crazy drooling for it, but it looks like he would take it off your hands if you offered him a fair market price.
Okay.
Do you want to throw it out there? I mean... You're looking to offload the pipe. I mean, he's willing to put some coin in your pocket.
Can I gauge his can I gauge the can I deduce the value of this pipe?
Give me an investigation roll.
Oh, does it have to be investigation?
It has to be investigation.
How about perception? Come on.
You cannot perceive its value. You perceive that it is... Okay, investigation, you have a solid 17 there. So, and the pipe is
That's with a -1, dude.
It's an uncommon item, right?
I think so. I have it in my list of stuff, but it didn't say uncommon when we looked it up. Didn't say common, or I don't remember what it said.
Well, what does it say on your character sheet? Does it say anything?
It says Pipe of Remembrance because that's what you put on the screen, and there was a whole list of stuff after it, and I didn't copy and paste because I didn't know. It
says wondrous item common.
Okay. So with that solid investigation roll, it should go for about 100 gold coins for a common magic item. Is about the normal price. That's the fair market value for selling a magic item.
Well, since
it's wondrous.
He bilked me for 20 gold. I'm going to ask for 110.
You're going to upsell on him?
Okay, he did give me good information. All right, I'll give to him for a straight 100.
Okay, you offer you basically he asks you if it's for sale. You look at the pipe and you look at him that he's mildly interested, not crazy enough to ask for like ridiculous amounts. And you throw out the 100 gold coin amount and he's just like sold. And he hits the corner of his desk and one of the desk legs pop open and there's a perfect tube where there's a bunch of gold coins laying down there like coin rolls and he reaches in and grabs 100 gold coins and plops them in perfect poker stacks. 3 little perfect stacks of coins for you.
All right, so I've made a profit of 80 so far, but okay.
He totally stops and takes out some dirty rag and starts wiping off the mouthpiece that you were just using and cleans the bowl out. And you see he's totally fondling this pipe and pours his cherry tobacco from his pipe into this pretty pipe. And for a moment's hesitation there, you think that maybe you didn't gauge his interest in this pipe because he looks like a kid on Christmas right now.
Well, okay.
But you got fair
fine.
market value.
Fine. I say good day and bid him adieu and head off to the gem merchant.
Okay, as you see the captain haggling with the shipwrights, you're gonna split the party.
I don't know. What do you think, guys? I think it's safe enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what could happen in town?
I mean,
Kevin wants to go spend his ill-gotten gains.
I'm gonna go get the stuff for Skippy 2.0.
Okay, as you totally head over there, and since this is conveniently a place that is the place to go if you want to have fabrication done, because it's got the ore, it's got helljacks galore. There's like a small army of helljacks at the top of the hill. Literally looks like a used car sales lot. You have different creature heads on different helljacks. As you totally get there and you see there's other warcasters that one totally turns around to you and immediately gives you a nice and proper bow. Welcome! Are you a fellow warcaster? As he points to your armor.
Yes.
What can I do for you today?
I need parts for a Leviathan chassis.
A Leviathan? And he totally turns around and you see like 3 different versions of a Leviathan built on the spot there, and he's just like, so, anything particular that you're looking for in a Helljack?
Yeah, Leviathan.
What about weapons?
Sorry, I'm starting to nod off. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to hang in there.
I was gonna say if you want to wrap up, we can totally wrap up. I know you've had an insane day today.
No, let me get my stuff taken care of, and then these guys can.
Yeah.
A shield claw and a necro cannon.
Ooh, good choice. As he totally looks, he says, "Follow me," and he says, "Are you on one of the ships?"
Yes.
And he's like, "And you said you're wanting a Leviathan," and he flips through the catalog, and you said you wanted a claw for it?
Shield claw.
Shield claw, good choice. They are one of the premier devices for it. That is a mere 150 gold for the shield claw. And besides the shield claw, what would you like?
They only got one size. As far as I know.
Yep.
Oh, I just had it open. Yeah. The one that fits on a Leviathan. Come on.
Is there anything else?
It's not hard. It's not a hard concept, dude.
So the shield claw will be 150 gold, and the Leviathan, you say?
Yeah.
Are there any other aftermarket pieces you would like on it?
No, the necro cannon and what else? I think that'll be it for now.
Necro cannon for 400 gold. Deliciously good choice. A great ranged weapon to use. I recommend them every time. And would you be assembling this yourself, my friend? Or would you
Yes.
like us to
Yes.
assemble it?
Yes, I will. I will be putting it together.
And would you like to do a negotiation? And by negotiation, I'll give you the option of either doing your proficiency with necrotech or negotiation.
Yeah.
I'll take either or of those.
The necrotech, yeah. Which would just be intelligence, right?
Yep. Since you basically are using the wise shopper aspect.
Yeah, because my my charisma's an 8. It's that ain't working.
See if we can get you extra discount.
Well,
12 will give you a 5% discount on top of the 10% discount. As we pull up the calculator. So 3,000 plus
Better than I did.
550. So the original price will be 3,550 minus your great negotiation of 5%, minus an additional 10% because you're putting it all together yourself.
see.
So he will offer everything delivered to your ship for the low price of 3,035 and 25 copper pieces.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
As he basically tells you all the components will be delivered in 5 separate crates onto your ship.
Yep. That'll work.
As he totally looks at you and says, "Is there anything else we can get for you?"
No, that'll be it. I think I'm pretty sure I've got everything else I need.
And do me a favor. Roll me a d8.
Hold on.
Oh, that
4.
is
What?
cute. Your Warjack is going to have a cute personality.
Oh, great. At least they can't talk.
Is it going to call him daddy and snuggle up to
No,
him?
they can't talk.
Your Warjack covets worthless items such as the jawbone of a slain humanoid. It dutifully brings the object with it, refusing to let anyone or anyone else take the object, and violently attacks anyone who tries to take it away.
Nice.
So once you build it, you're gonna notice it like claims a thing, like a dog with a bone, literally. And I will let you pick the worthless object. And then the funny part we'll see in game when you try to convince someone to take its binky.
It's gonna be some guy's leg.
Probably.
As it will have
As long as it's not an
badass
important guy, it's
shield
fine.
claw
Yeah.
with a badass cannon.
So that means, yes, Skippy's armor class is will be
+2.
20.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be a fucking
Very
tank.
cool.
Yeah, that can go underwater. Can't
And-
swim, but
Hey, that
Doesn't
at least
need to.
protects it if it falls off the boat or if the boat falls in the ocean.
yeah.
Nobody likes it when the boat falls in the ocean.
You keep talking about the boat falling in the ocean, Jim. I don't like that.
The
Well, I
boats are
mean-
in the ocean. It can't fall in the ocean. It's already there.
Since most of you are bound to the boat, having the boat sink to the bottom of the ocean isn't a problem, right?
I'm not bound to the boat.
You just pick it up at the bottom of the ocean and you guys, Viking that shit.
You know, we've got a Leviathan now. We can help have it
Yeah.
help pull it. Oh,
And we're gonna have to make
No,
a
I
character
have
sheet
a
mini for your
Leviathan
Leviathan.
now.
oh.
One for all and all for one, lad.
Does
Yeah,
that mean our Warcaster gets the Leviathan's pay too? For upkeep? Hey, it's expensive.
You know,
to
he
keep them
did
running.
make it. Yeah,
I
he
mean,
should.
Yeah.
he can get a stipend for coal and shit,
Oh
or
no,
whatever he needs.
we have plenty of we have plenty
Necrotite.
of the We
And
Oh,
have
of course-
that's right.
The salesman totally asks you if you would like to buy a wagon load of necrotite for your beautiful
nope.
new purchase.
Oh no, I'm good.
As he totally gives you a sad look because that's what they apparently gouge you on prices is the necrotite. This is
Yeah, no,
actually
we have-
worth mine, so it's super cheap to buy here, except they upsell.
We have like over a ton of it. I'm not telling him that, but
Slowly, you start bringing rocks on board to replace the necrotite ballast that you've got.
yeah. Well, what do you mean? It's like this Skippy weighs like 7 tons. He is the ballast.
But remember, ballast is in the bottom of the boat, in the keel.
I know. He's gonna have to be below deck unless there's a battle.
Totally set up a winch so he goes down in the second hatch, just so he's out of the way until you
Yeah.
need to spring into action.
Okay. I'm gonna
Anybody
have
else
to head out.
doing any other shopping?
Yes, I need to upgrade armor, and I want to sell my gems to do it.
Okay, so you go to the Iosin. Only
Okay.
known
Yeah.
as the Iosin.
I'm out of here, guys.
All right,
Later.
have a good night, man. Get some
All
sleep.
right, take
Have a
care
good
and
night.
rest. Thanks.
We'll just wrap up the
Bye.
shopping montage and call it a night. Okay. So as you go to the Iosin, you open the door. There's this beautiful little crystal gem that when you open the
Yep.
door, it pings in this beautiful chime. As you look in the shop, and you make the shop look dingy just by stepping into it. It's immaculately clean and sparkly. There's little quartz crystal-like rainbows reflecting off everything because he uses mirrors and crystals to light up the inside. And this snobbish, white-haired, very pale elven Iosin looks at you as you come in, and you literally see him do like a sniff with his nose as you walk into the shop.
Hello, sir. I was told to come to you by the harbor master. He spoke very highly of you.
Ooh, and the second you say that, his demeanor changes a little as he totally cracks his knuckles and comes to the counter and puts down a beautiful silk cloth on your side of the counter and one on his side of the counter, all velvety soft like you see jewelers do. And he says, the harbor master sent you. Then you must have something special. You must be one of those special customers. What can I do for you?
Well, I have some common gems. Well, uncommon, but and then I have something very special I want to see if you're interested in. I pour out the bag of 9 gems and wait for him to ask for the last piece.
Okay, he pulls out his jeweler's kit and starts, eyeballing the gems and the little beam of light that comes across the counter. And he says, These are common, but they are of good quality. I can put some coin in your pocket for these. How willing are you to part with them at the time? And you guys can't see it, but I'm totally pretending I've got a monocle on and fingering the gem in front of my glasses.
And for the right price, you can finger my gems all you want. Uh,
In that case, he basically will throw out the fair market value unless you would like to negotiate.
Fair market value for those is fine.
Very well. And he totally just grabs and swoops up the cloth that the gems are all in and puts that behind the counter, and you see him do like a hand gesture, and he casts some minor spell, and the chest he puts them in, you like feel a frump of the air pressure change. Like he just magically sealed the chest. And what is the other thing you have? And he whips out another little velvety silk cloth on the table.
I bring out the gem of elemental summoning and mention that it's
He
air
especially
elemental.
likes the glowy whiteness at the center of the gem. As are you sure this is what you would like to part with?
It depends on what you're offering for it. For the right price, I'll be willing to part with it, yes.
And this isn't stolen?
No, came off of a shipwreck. It's proper booty.
As he totally is looking at the blue sapphire that has the glow in it. As he's like, you know what this is, don't you?
Yes, it summons an elemental.
It is a fairly uncommon magic item. Unfortunately, it is consumable.
Yes, it's a one-time use.
Once one would use it, it becomes just gem powder on the wind.
Yep.
I could offer you 200 gold pieces for this.
Okay, pull the other leg now. Come on.
Are you?
I know what this is worth.
Are you going to roll a investigate to see if you know what it's worth?
I can't percept.
Nope. You can perceive it's very pretty and glowy and magical, and you want to hold on to it. The one day you get caught in dead winds.
Fuck. Do I get advantage at least since I gave him fair market value for the other?
Well, this
For
is
the-
you're
for the other
investigating
gems?
the gem. This is this.
Okay.
I totally give you a fair market if you want to negotiate for more. I'll give you advantage on that roll, but I can't give you advantage on the investigate. Because that's between you and the gem, and the gem doesn't like you selling it.
The gem wants to stay with me? Is that it?
It likes you.
Mhm.
But if you want to do a negotiation, and with your 9 to investigation, 200 gold sounds like a fair value. By the way, being a consumable, they're usually worth only half what a regular uncommon magic item is, which is about the price he is offering you.
Yes, but he really wants it. I can tell.
Are you going to do an insight check?
Insight or perception?
Insight
perception.
to read him to see if he really wants it.
Oh, God. Okay. It pop up? There it is. Oh, fuck me.
He has this aloof elvenness that he could take it or leave it. As he tells you, it's a waste of a gem because once used, it's destroyed. Not even the powder could be used to garnish a garment, to gild a dress or headgear. It is rather pretty, but alas, once its magic is used, it's not even worth the value of ash.
Yes, but its magic is potent.
Sounds like a negotiation.
Use. Yeah, it
I'll
is.
give you advantage.
I don't think 200. For 200, I'll keep it for 200 if that's all he's offering.
That's all he's offering. He's serious about the 200. That's all it's worth to him.
All right. How do I do negotiation?
You would roll persuasion.
All right. Should be anyway.
Holy snake!
Ah! That's a nat 20, isn't it?
As that's a nat 20. As he leans down across the counter and puts his elbows on the counter and gets close to you and says, I've not seen you here before, but I think you're a shrewd businessman and a fair businessman. You acknowledge that the value of things is what it is. And you were smart to listen to the harbor master and bring this gem to me. Mainly the other gems I'll be able to do something with. This, normally I will be completely honest with you, I could only offer you 200 gold because that's all it's really worth. I mean, I might be able to find a buyer that would like it inlaid into a piece of jewelry, perhaps. Maybe doubling its value at that point. But if you promise me, and you have an honest undead face, your face decays in an honest way. If you give me your word as a man of the sea, because I can still smell the sargassum on you, that you make sure when you come back to port here, you bring any jewels to me first. The harbor master was right to tell you to come to me.
Deal. Done and done.
I will give you 300 gold pieces, or
And
I would be even willing to craft this item into a silver pendant or ring or bracelet for you. Free of charge. Basically, you get to keep it as a piece of jewelry instead of just a gem.
No. No, I'll take the money.
Okay, he gladly gives you 300 more coins. He takes it and he pulls out a little necklace, sort of like a peyote pouch, but it's like 3 times the size, and he opens it and he puts the gem inside and closes it and puts it back under his shirt.
Great. So that's 1,200 I got from him, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And then I got the equivalent of 80 from the harbor master.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yep.
Because I got 100 from him for the pipe, and then it cost me 20 to get it. All right. That's not bad. I don't believe I have any other things to sell, but I do want to go buy some armor. Better armor.
Better armor.
Yeah.
So, for seeing a shopping montage, the core book was posted in the Skype chat, by the way. And yes, everything in the equipment section you can find here.
Great. Skype chat.
And Captain, is there any shopping you're doing?
Hang on. No, I spent all my money carousing. I am broke. I'm very broke. I've got, I think, what is it? 7 gold left. So
the captain spends it as quick as he gets it. But that's
I
good.
am a pirate.
He doesn't have pockets, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Maybe if I can find a trinket that looks much more valuable than 5 gold, but only costs 5 gold that I can give to her, I'll do that. But no, I don't. I mean, I've got a ship. I've got the sea. What more do I need?
As the sea is your first love, and the Cirrus is your second love.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, I know I had to make her fall in love with me to get her to join the crew, but if
Oh, you've
if
done
I
that.
do have If I do have to choose between her and the crew, well, she is the crew now, so I don't have to make that choice.
Yeah, you've successfully done that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'd like to do is go to the blacksmith and talk to them about armor. What I'm hoping for is to upgrade at least one of my weapons. I'm not sure how much that'll cost, but and then I don't have enough for the plate armor on me. I'm just shy. But I can get the splint and save up for the plate for next time.
How quickly they spend it.
Oh yeah. Whole reason for this. Since I'm gonna have money left over, I look to my crew and see if any of them need any. Well, let's see how much it'll cost. What would upgrading, putting a +1 on at least one of my war picks, or not war picks, boarding axes cost.
Let me check real quick.
Okay.
Basically
I'm not sure
wanting
if
a
it's even
magic
in.
weapon.
Yeah, if it's possible. If not, then
Okay, let's see. And that's an uncommon item, but thankfully you are here at the place to do it. I mean, this is where the stuff gets made.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I keep thinking of when I watched what was the Devil's Advocate, and he said, "Are we negotiating here?" Always.
always negotiating.
Yeah.
So there are two shops. One that has a beautiful +1/1 for 600 gold. The next best deal is a slightly tarnished used one that you see for 400 gold. Do you want a fancy one that's got beautiful inlaid work in the blade, or do you want just a common one that's used for splitting, ocean whales? But it's magic. +1 to damage and +1 to strike.
And the difference is 200 gold? You said one's 400, one's 200?
Yep. You've got one that's brand new out of the forges sitting in the display window, and then you've got a used one that somebody traded in earlier. It's still perfectly good.
Okay. The new one is how much? I'm sorry?
600.
I'm doing math.
Yeah, it's basically
600.
100 times the dice roll I made. So either 600
and then
or 400.
600 or 400. So 1,000 for both.
Ooh, look at you upselling there.
Big spender. Oh, I don't want to be too greedy, but damn, I could use 2 upgrades and a new set of armor. All right, I think I got the money for this, but I'm wondering if I should save. Yeah, I'm just gonna get 1 upgrade. Good. I'll take the 600 gold one and some split armor.
Okay.
Split armor should run me about 200, give or take.
Yep, 200 gold.
So, because plate armor says 1,500, and heavy class steam armor is 1,800, which would be awesome, but can't quite swing that yet.
A small fortune.
Yeah, I know, but hey, I'm greedy. So yeah, split armor for me.
Don't forget with splint armor, you have disadvantage to stealth and swimming.
Yeah, that's fine.
And do you have a strength of 15 or higher?
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
18.
Perfect then.
What about our Ogren? Does he wear heavy armor?
I have chainmail.
Okay. I'm wondering if we should upgrade you to Splint. It'll pump you up another armor class from 16 to 17.
I mean, unlike you, I like to save my money.
Oh, you save your money. I'm offering to buy it for you.
Oh, he's buying it for the new guy. Do you have strength of 15?
I have strength of 16, but yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then you are strong enough to wear the splint. You really don't want him dressing you up in armor and then all of a sudden you're sagging because you can't lift it up.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
All right, so that would be 1,000 even if we're going for the boarding axe and 2 sets of splint.
Are you buying him matchy armor?
No, I'm just upgrading the guy who's on the front lines with me because damn, we need some help.
But yep, that would be with the 600 and 200 and 200. Yep, that's a clean 1,000.
Great. I lay down the sack of gold and walk away with my booty.
Okay. As your pockets feel lighter, but your armor feels good.
Yeah, well, I've still got some gold left, so.
It's always good to come back to the ship with some cash still in hand.
Yeah. I definitely a positive balance after selling some stuff, and I feel good about it. So, yeah. Okay, great. I'm gonna have to figure out how to put all this in my character sheet, but I can do that later.
Okay, and I'm assuming, Ryan, you're going to hold on to your cash?
Yeah, I have only 210, so I don't see the point in spending on anything.
What about an upgrade in weapons?
I mean, I haven't been able to test out my weapons.
I mean,
well, what are you swinging, right?
I have a halberd and I also have a pike.
Okay.
I mean, they may just have a magic one.
Okay, we can see if they have an either magic halberd or pike. Why not?
Okay, here's the halberd for 600, and here's the pike for also 600. Apparently, those big long weapons are premium. So a +1 halberd or a +1 pike is going to be 600 gold.
I don't have that.
You're gonna have to save up.
Yep.
And
I
do
kind of
me a
figured.
favor, by the way, roll a 2d20. Because I don't think you rolled a trinket.
Where do I do that?
So over on the right-hand side, you see where there's a d20 at the bottom? I'm sorry, left-hand side. Where you have the
D20.
index with the pointer, the hand, the paintbrush.
No.
There should be a... So on the very edge of roll 20.
Oh, okay, hold up. I have my character sheet up. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. The D20, and then what do you want me to roll?
Click on the D20, and then you roll 2d20.
Nice.
24. So in the Skype chat, I'm totally gonna copy paste to make life easier for you.
Sweet.
Your trinket that you have, it's basically just a little shlubby item for your character, because D&D characters now get trinkets. Because I didn't see one on your character sheet, so you totally need to have one. And your trinket is a scroll inviting the reader to the burial at sea of a long-dead pirate captain. It's just a weird thing that you could whip out in-game and use as some interesting little tchotchke.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay, so no go on the magic weapon?
Oh, I don't have enough. I have 210.
Well, I think somebody was willing to bankroll you.
I've got an extra
We should
250 I could kick
we should
in.
save money. I think we should save.
He's frugal.
Well, we have no money, and I'm
We're-
just starting out. So, and
we-
I haven't
we-
gotten a quite feel of how to play the game yet. So we might as well
That's
just
fine.
wait just a little bit longer.
That's fine.
Okay, so everybody basically
I'll keep my gold.
return to the ship after a long day of shopping montage.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, and
We
as-
got some good shit today.
Yeah, you got some good shit. And as promised last session, as you guys get back to the ship and hunker down in your little swaying hammocks in the boat, or the captain who gets to his sexy lounge where he finds his roommate in her little secret circle. You all rest, and you feel this magical glow surround you, and you hear this ding sound that rings from the heavens, letting you know that you've leveled up to level 5.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Yay.
And are you guys staying at port after the packages are delivered? Or are you guys taking off?
I think we're gonna stay in port.
You gonna look for some trouble on shore?
We could
not necessarily
stage a rebellion.
He wants to free the ogres. Oh,
Well, remember, not all of them are
Ogren.
slaves.
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
but like,
Yeah.
you know, if there's a giant population of them, you could take over, you know, a small little port.
See, I
Just know that this port city does have an Iron Lich in charge of it.
yeah, they're
yeah,
big time bad boys.
Well, you know, cannon fodder is cannon fodder.
Damn. So what is the plan for next session? So I can plan accordingly.
So I mean, I don't know if there's much actually else to do in port. It didn't seem like. I mean, it seems like.
Captain, can I make a suggestion?
Please do. Oh my God.
Okay, I think we should maybe go see this Lich Lord here and see if we can get an audience with him and see if he will throw in with us to help. Figure out if we can get his help getting away from our current masters, which is been your goal since we started this
Ooh.
campaign.
That'd be smart.
Yeah, but I'm going from under one thumb to under another.
Yeah,
No,
be
I
very
didn't say we
cautious
would.
about-
I didn't say we would be joining him. I'd say getting his help, maybe for a return of like a favor or something like that down the road. He may be willing to like help us out if he's a rival of our current Lich Lord, just to spite him. If we sell it that way.
I mean, I
We don't
agree. We can test the waters. That
Okay. We could always talk to your Cirrus lady and see what the bones tell her.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Yeah, why don't we consult with our crew mate, if you know what I mean, and see what she thinks, and yeah, see if we can get not necessarily a patronage, but yeah, a supporter,
So she totally has you get tangible and get busy, and then afterwards, she dresses accordingly and comfortably and starts a little practice here with the smudged fire burning in the cabin. And she has cleared the salt away so you can sit next to her. And she picks up her bones and starts to do her Cirrus bit. Ooh.
Oh,
And as she
oh.
does her thing with advantage because you've motivated her, she asks 3 questions.
Captain's got the sexy voice.
You brought the sexy voice. Oh, Captain, you got the sexy voice. So she can answer 3 questions for you. And apparently she is like all into the mojo of the seriousness. She rolled a natural 20.
Yeah. Oh, 3 questions.
3 questions.
Can we use this Lich Lord to help us in our endeavors to get free of the other?
Or
Maybe?
perhaps would talking to this, would he be trying to betray us in some other way too?
Yeah, that's true. He might
I
use
mean-
our information, desire to free ourselves against us. So it might be. Can we trust this Lich Lord? Maybe a good question too.
Or what would the cost of what would be the cost of this Lich Lord's help?
Well, that's 3 questions. 3 good questions.
Yeah.
I think those are the 3 top ones we need to know. Can we trust him? Would he be an ally to free ourselves from the other without double crossing us? And how much? What is he going to expect in return? Just a suggestion.
Yeah. No, I like it. I agree.
Okay. You've convinced me to do this freedom thing that you've been opining on since we started this. So now I'm on board full force.
I love it, and I think as free agents we will have a much better unlife.
Yeah.
And maybe you can become the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Replacing the captain from before. Yes.
So, can we trust him?
What does he
I
expect
can't
in
remember.
return?
So
Yeah.
she says that yes, you can trust him.
Nice.
Okay.
That's a good sign.
And of course, then she throws in the little serious stuff. As long as your goals are aligned.
Well, I mean that's anybody.
Well,
But
yeah, but
yes,
that was
the important part is yes, you can trust him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is true to his word, whether it is blessing or bane.
And I think the other question was how much will it cost us, like not in gold but in favor. And the third question was is he would he be interested in getting one over on the other Lich Lord, basically? Hello?
Okay.
No, yeah.
So give me the next question is just one question, not like a multi-part question.
Okay. What is the cost of what will his help? What will his help in
Freeing ourselves.
freeing ourselves from the Iron Duke cost? And that's not a monetary. It's what will it cost? Yeah. She knows what I mean. We get each other.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah.
As I'm typing it out all sexy.
So we don't forget.
So she tells you that to get his loyalty will be 3 simple tasks. The blood of a traitor to be spilled, the sails of a ship to be cut, and the betrayal of your maker.
Well, we're looking to do
You're looking
that
to do that
anyway.
anyway, so
The
it's
last one.
reinforcing it. Yep.
Yeah.
And what's your third and final question?
Well, see, now we don't need to ask if he'd be willing to help us because we know.
True. What would be the best way to get into his presence? How would we?
Oh yeah,
I'm at.
What's the best way to approach the what's the best way to approach the audience with Tenebris? Yes, good question.
And when she's in her little fugue states over her, potent herbs and smoke, she says, the perfect approach is to approach as servants looking to serve. Basically, you get the idea of coming.
But we want freedom.
Coming to his courts. The best way to approach him is someone eager to do a favor or a job.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go.
That
works.
That's how you get the foot in the door.
We can do a job for him.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
And the price, you now know in reverse order, is the price for him to become your patron and help you against your maker is the blood of spilling the blood of a traitor, the cutting the sails of a ship, and the betrayal of your maker. Which is good because that totally aligns with your goals.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that is the betrayal of our maker and the blood of a traitor could be. I mean, we become traitors.
I see,
but I don't have blood.
Yeah, but we're not traitors. We're gonna.
If we betray our maker,
staging a coup.
Well, that's true, but maybe he has a traitor that he wants us to kill for him, and we just be like bounty hunters type thing.
I mean,
that's what I took it as.
There's lots of different ways of taking it. I'm just saying that.
I mean, we could see who he specifically wants us to kill when we talk to him next time, and that would just kind of solve the entire problem.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, Captain.
Oh no, I'm just looking at all the possibilities.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely the way we want to go, I believe.
But if you can trust her prophecies, he would be 100% willing to be your new patron.
Cool. And we'd have some freedom and some. We might be able to negotiate a free action ability and a port to call home, which it's a good port. We like it. We like the harbor master. And we like the gem dealer here. They have good Necrotech shit for our Necrotech Warcaster. It's a pretty good port to call home, Captain.
And, maybe I can get a desk job and let you take over the ship.
A desk job of all jobs.
Yeah. If that's what your goal is, sure.
You'd be the non-corporeal desk clerk.
there is a desk in your cabin, so there you go.
It's just one of my characteristics is I'm disillusioned with the pirate life, but I'm wanted dead or alive and can't leave, which I'm interpreting as the contract.
I could see him get a desk job and he rips the pilot wheel off to take with him, and that's his loci.
Yeah.
I'm taking my toys and leaving.
I mean, eventually I'll go back to the sea because I'm a damn Spector and I'm going to get bored with the land. But right now I'm tired of being a pirate. And If this is the way out, I'll take it. Spend a couple centuries with the Cirrus until she dies or we get bored of each other or whatever. It'll be a good life for a while.
Hubba hubba.
And set my crew up because we're all in this together, and I'll get anyone who says otherwise.
Aw, good captain. So everybody's deciding as you guys get a good night undead sleep, you sleep like the dead. And the plans are to go up to basically the big house on the top of town to go talk to the big Lich Lord himself.
Sounds good.
As your dearest Cirrus is totally doing the whole, are you sure that you wish to do this, my captain? Captain of my heart and soul.
Oh my God.
Well, it's going to help her too, because she would be freer if we're freer from him, because she doesn't want to be part of his so
Nothing
this is
worse
to her
than
benefit.
A boyfriend that won't let you go and will bring you back from the dead if need be.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, that was what I first started wooing her with was her freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then things got out of hand.
And now you've got a girlfriend attached.
Now she likes the cold shivers.
You got a living girlfriend.
All right, guys, I gotta pee so fucking bad. My back teeth are floating. So, I will see you all in 2 weeks. I will work on level 5 and talk to you all.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody level up, become ultimate power, and then we'll find out what kind of job he's going to ask of you guys, especially since we know it only takes 3 tasks to get him to be your patron supporter.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Sweet. Thank you.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Y'all gonna get your land legs, you sea devils.